Right, folks, hello. So this is a quick review for Tapo, or Tapo, I don't know what's the name, right? Tapo camera from TP-Link. Now that's one, especially this version, it calls Tapo C216. It has the resolution of 2K and up to 3 megapixel. So I think for outdoor camera or indoor camera, it's quite a lot. And obviously it has a two-way built microphone speaker, it has a night vision option, and it's a waterproof IP65. So basically this one camera, I think it's got a market like half a year ago, last year in December, November. I think the big two advantages of this camera that you can use it inside, indoor use, and outside, outdoor use. So first of all, it has 360 on horizontal pan, and I think it's 155 on vertical. Yeah, you see it has 360 on horizontal. So obviously you can have one circle around from your horizontal options, and for the vertical I think it's 155 up to 155 degree. Yeah, another big options for this camera is that you can use up to 512 gigabits as a memory, and you have two options. You can use it or any SD card like this one, 64 giga, or you can use the cloud options for this camera. And I'll tell you with my experience that 64 giga for this camera goes around 45 calendar days, up to 1.5 months. So I think it's pretty much. So I don't see any reason to buy 512 as it's too much. 128 maybe. If 64 is too much for you. Yeah. So let's open and see what I have inside this camera. It's sealed. I got it from Amazon. Now the price for this camera was $32 US. According to the date of recording this video, and if you're lucky you get your Prime Day, you can get it for around 24 US. Now in UK market, I know that camera costs around 35 British pound, so that's quite enough. Okay, let's see what do we have inside. The camera was sealed. Let's open up to see. Usually, I mean, that's the same options that you have for any camera that you can get inside or outside. It's stuck. Let's see what do we have inside. It's empty. That's the one. That's just envelope. Okay, so here's the camera itself. Let's put it this way, gently. Yeah, right. So it's sealed with the plastic, and yeah, it's quite interesting. That's the camera. You can turn around on. That's the stop. Now it's up here. I can turn. Yeah. So it's basically a 360. That's how I feel it. You can see, you can hear the noise of the motor inside. And that's the tilt. So I think it's around 90 degrees. It's not one, or maybe 125. Yeah, it's, you see it's 90 and 125 degrees. Yeah, so it has around something like that. Okay, so those are the specs that we have here. The power 5 volts up to 1 amp. And this is a speaker. That's the plug-in Type C. I'm going to show you the cable. Now the interesting thing that the micro SD card, it should be inserted under the camera. There you go. You have a slot for your SD card. As I mentioned, it's up to 512 gigabits. Now the main camera, you have the camera 2K resolution up to 3 megapixel, and those are the LEDs and infrared. So basically this camera can shoot in the night and you can see the daylight, but you can manage it and choose any option if you want to use the night vision option or not. And that's all. Yeah, I mean, basically you can use it like this, put it camera and use it your indoor like a babysitter. You can watch your children, maybe your pets, or maybe your wife, who knows. Yeah, and obviously you have a pan for 360. It doesn't go like full circle, it stops here, I can feel it. And obviously camera should go reverse on the other side to have the 360 options. Now the tilt we have, this is the 0, this is the 90 degrees, and this is I think around 10 degrees, so it's up to 150 degrees, 125. So as I mentioned, you can use it inside door like that, or you can use it outside, and you have the options to put it on ceiling or just to put it in this way and to put it this way and to stick to the wall. You just turn the camera and there you go. You have the options, move it like that, move it like that, I don't know. It depends what's the main reason you're looking for. Yeah. I think that's the most practical will be used to use it like that. Yeah, if you use it with this side, this is the ceiling, and you just have the option, the motion track, just tracking 360 with tilt and using the pan. Now if you're going to stick it to the wall, to the options, it should be like the same, or maybe using the same these options, and depends what you're looking for, but usually it should be stick like this one to the top or the sideways. Okay, that's the camera. Let's see what we have inside. Now that's the cable. Each has the connection to the type A USB, and that's the type C. Now the best thing with this camera that you have the options, you can plug it, and what is I think the perfect made within this camera is you can see it's waterproof. Now when you stack this, you cannot feel it, but I can tell you that it's pretty inside, pretty tough inside, connect with this camera cable. So there's like option waterproof, so there's no water or leak should be go inside this camera. Now the length of this cable is 10 feet or up to 3 meters, which is not a lot, but obviously you can take and buy an extension cable USB just like for like 6 feet or 10 feet, another 2 meters or 3 meters, wherever you want. Yeah, that's the instruction, quick start guide. Now that's the plug we should use it. It has the type A options. I'm going to open to see it, and we open up and to see what is inside. Obviously, if you're going to use any other plugs, you have at least 1 ampere or maybe 2 amperes for the power output. Specifically this one, switch power supply. I'm looking for any data. Now we have a maximum output 0.2 amps. I don't know if you can see on your screen. Yeah, it's on the right side, max 0.2 amps, which is not a lot. So the consumption is really low. Now this is the US plug. Obviously, if you're using in UK, Europe, you should get an adapter for this plug. Now this is the wall mount. You can mount your camera wherever you want. Obviously, and the basic option is that you have to insert and shoot. Yes, like that. Should wait for the click. Now that's how the camera sticks to the ceiling. In this option, you can see we can rotate the camera wherever you want. If you want to unplug, just press that button, and obviously remove your camera wherever you want to do it. Let's put it inside. And if you want to put it to the wall, you can use that one. And this is how camera will look like within the options. Yeah. So basically, yeah, obviously you can use it and to move it like this one, to use those three holes, and to plug it with the vertical or horizontal surface, whatever is depending on your conditions. Also, another advantage that you have screws. You don't have to buy any screws for this camera. And yeah, now I'm going to connect this camera to the phone, and I'm going to show you those options, like you can move, what options do you have to use it, and obviously to move it, yeah, to see how it works. Right, folks, so now that you got your app for Tapo camera, you can edit your camera using your Wi-Fi network options conditions. So it's pretty simple. For example, in my case, I have 5 of those type of camera. Now, when I see my camera is the model is C216, I'm just going to inside, and then camera requires update, which I'm going to do later. Now, the best thing with this camera that it has a pan and tilt options. Obviously, you can see this is the camera, and that's the imaging of the. You can just zoom it and make it more clear. Also, the camera automatically put the date and the time wherever your time zone is. Another great thing, I think, why those cameras are using, you can take a snapshot, a video shot. Also, you have the options using your camera, and you have the options to call it. So you can use the speaker, which is right here at the bottom of the camera, and speak with the person which is close to the camera. Also, we have the alarm, like those LED lights are going to flash as an alarm you're using on. Also, you have a privacy mode if you don't want to see if any person gets in or gets out. And the other options is the light. You just press this one, for example, 5 minutes. Okay, you can see how bright this light turns on. And obviously you can turn off, which is right now. Also, there's an option like playback, download, and if you use the SD card, like in my example is 64 giga, it's around 45 calendar days, 1.5 months. I think it's quite enough for you. There's no reason to buy more than 128 giga for this camera. And another great option is the pan and tilt. Now the great thing that you can memorize at the viewpoint. For example, if you have your entrance point, then you have your car parking area, something like that, and you don't have to put it like every time by manual. You just add those points, and yeah, you can see that it's quite simple to add those points. For example, we can delete this one and let's put it to 2. So if I'm going to use the viewpoint 1, for example, entrance, it will automatically turn to the left and do those position. If I'm going to use the viewpoint 2, it will go. And obviously you have the patrol options, you have your horizontal and vertical patrol options. So basically, yeah, I think this camera for this budget around $34-35 it's great, which I think we can use it day by day. Obviously the 2K resolution is quite a lot, and yeah, we can use it indoor, outdoor, and these pan and tilt options I think makes this camera very great. You see, I can use it. Also, by the way, you can adjust your correction using 5-degree, 10-degree, or up to 15-degree movement by pressing one time button of this circle, like horizontal or vertical options. And that's all. I mean, please comment if you do have experience using this taper camera. Do you have any issues with those? If yes, please get it in details. And thanks for watching, guys. Cheers, bye.